CJ Stroud out of Ohio State. As we all know, with the trade, he is projected to go to the Carolina Panthers, which we all love here. But there are mock drafts saying he might go to Houston, but we don't know yet. So let's put up some film. If you guys haven't seen it yet, here it is. I think he is the pro-ready QB of all 4 or 5 of these guys that are coming in. So
it's very interesting because he's very old school, very much a pocket passer, great arm. I mean, he's exactly what you want as a quarterback. His size is amazing, 6'3", 218. He's smart. He knows how to play pro style offense. He plays with great talent around him. He's productive. He's a Heisman Trophy finalist every year. Like, I mean, everything you want for a guy, he's that.
Okay. Does it bother you that he only played 2 years for Ohio State?
Nope.
Okay. Both of the years, as you can see, were both stellar years.
Yeah.
The dude has like plus 3,000 yards on both of them. So, I think the guy's good. So, he offers accuracy. He's really good at that. That's what I like most about him. He's very accurate. He makes some really good game decisions. That's what I loved. Secondly, you put those two things together and you give him an arm. I think I can't argue with that. He doesn't even have to be a good runner.
Yeah.
And the fact that if he can make good decisions and has an arm and he's accurate, I'm okay with that.
I think
he doesn't have to be a fast guy. The once he's under pressure, he does kind of lose it a little bit, which he'll have to work on.
I say his most impressive thing for me was in 2021, we had Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, and JSN, right? All of them had over 1,000 yards. They all were killing. Like, he was spreading the ball out to everyone, and no one was upset.
Mm-hmm.
That means this guy can handle an NFL locker room. He can handle these receivers.
Mm-hmm.
I love Justin Fields. Everyone knows, Justin Fields is my guy. He might be a better quarterback than Justin Fields. Not a better fantasy quarterback, but as far as just a quarterback,
as a QB being himself on the field, game time decision, I could see that. I don't know. I think it was like really what stuck out to me is after not last year, but the year before that in the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
And that's when I started really noticing this guy because I knew about Bryce Young. I knew about him like years ago. But when I started really paying attention to CJ Stroud was that year before that at the Rose Bowl. So, if you're looking at this, it's I don't see any negative about him. He's got a good arm strength. I think he's just underneath, just under elite to me.
Yeah, he clearly doesn't run the ball.
No,
he's not bad at running the ball.
He's a pocket passer, and we'll get to the comments, but I don't want to.
Lose focus on it.
We'll get to them, but I mean, he's a pocket passer, and he's good at it. Like, I remember talking about him last year, thinking, oh, he's going to do pretty good.
What he did against Georgia just was probably the most impressive thing. I mean, what he did in the Rose Bowl was great, but what he just did against Georgia this year was amazing. And he literally almost beat the national champion with less. I mean, if Marvin Harrison Jr. if Marvin Harrison Jr. doesn't get hurt, they run away with that game. They straight up run away with that game. That's how good this guy, and he passes. As I said, he goes to multiple receivers. He gives everyone a chance. He reads the defense the right way. He's a winner. This is what you want.
Oh yeah. He's also he's really good, and he's also
he's elusive.
2-time Heisman Trophy finalist.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, both years at Ohio State, he was back-to-back Big Ten or had the Pac-10 like freaking, oh my god, the Big Ten. Sorry,
Hey, Maryland almost beat them this year though.
But he was the first one back to back with 30 more touchdowns. So
yeah, but Maryland also. So Mike Locksley was my coach in college. He is a genius. Yeah, he's
really?
he's an offensive genius.
Oh, I loved it. Ever since he was named our head coach, I've been like
Mike Locksley
steadily like getting better each year. I like it.
Dude, he's amazing. The things he thinks of and his intelligence is through the roof. He's really he's always about getting his money. It's, you see CJ Stroud and you see first that you think of is Justin Fields, but he really reminds me more of like Herbert. He's more of that guy.
Yeah.
No, I think he's more like Herbert too. Like just watching this, like
he's not going to run the ball. He's not. He's going to make plays with his arm. I like
how in 2020 had one attempt for 48 yards and a touchdown.
That's probably because Justin got hurt for a minute.
Yeah, and they threw him in for a little bit.
I also had the biggest brain fart ever. I was like, Hilmy played. What happened in 2020? Why didn't he play? I was like, who was their quarterback? I'm like, thinking back. And then I was like, oh, duh.
Yeah, Justin
Fields.
Yeah, I was literally like, wow, I feel so stupid right now.
Yeah. Other than that, though, I don't see anything wrong with him. Like I said, it when he gets under pressure, though, it's a little concerning. But I mean, if you put him behind the line, I'm sure he'll make better decisions. If he gets pressured and he'll have to roll out or something like that. But I mean, that comes in due time when you're in situations like that. And I don't think Ohio State was in that type of situation. So,
I mean, he does have problems with his heavy rush, but I think he's very elusive. It's hard to bring this guy down. That's another great thing. I mean, another feather in his cap. He comes in right now. I'm going to say he'll be a top 20 quarterback in the NFL right now.
Yeah, Jonathan likes him as well. So I think he's more well-rounded and ready. Yeah. So, maybe. I feel like Teddy Bridgewater is kind of that guy too. Doesn't really roll out.
Jameis
is never ran.
Was never a runner.
Byron Leftwich wasn't a guy like that. But there's a lot of guys that have been non-running rushing.
War Moon.
War Moon, who's probably the best. Yeah.
Say oldie but a goodie. Yep.
So there's been a lot, guys. There's been a good amount of people.
Yeah, there won't be many 1,000-yard receiver carry. Yeah, that's.
I think Adam.
Look, if John Mechie might come back, and if they get themselves Quentin Johnson later, maybe.
Yeah, that mock draft had him getting.
So Quentin I don't know. Carolina is my worry here. Yes, what they did to get their QB right. Yeah. If they decide to go with CJ Stroud, they're gonna have to figure out who to get.
Marvin Harrison next year.
Yeah.
No, they can't. Because they might be the number one pick. Was going to the Bears.
Sign with them. Yeah, he just talked to them, right?
Yeah.
So
they love him. They're bringing him in for the pro day. They're bringing him into the facility. They really do like him. So
we'll see. But that's CJ Stroud. I think again he's very smart, very accurate, and arms not too bad either. Like I think he's a really good decision maker, and we'll see what happens. What do you guys think about him overall?
Well, I like him a lot. I think like he's got very good pocket presence. He looked like he could hit like his receivers in stride. He had the good over the top ball. I think his game translates really well to the NFL.
He doesn't scream elite to me. He screams good, very good.
Like very
much like Dak Prescott,
Kirk Cousins.
I think more Dak. I see
a little higher than because I did mention he's not. I think he's just a tad under elite. I said that earlier. Like he's there.
Isn't that what Dak is? There's always that elite tier.
Yeah,
he's never at that elite tier. He's always the one right below it. I feel
between
like
the 5 and 10 range.
That's what he is.
I could see that, and I'm not entirely too upset about that either.
But you can win with that. You could definitely win.
Oh yeah.
Oh, put him in the right situation. You get the right people around him. He could move to that elite echelon.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you give me 2 number 1 receivers and a good arm. You never know what I could be.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, that just under elite could still be the best quarterback to ever play for certain franchises. So
that's true.
Right.
That's true.
Right. So that's CJ Stroud.